we all dream of a comfortable retirement, but when you start saving could matter more than how much you save. 48's Haley Baker spoke to a financial expert from the Welch Group to explain.
Yeah, concern for many of us is, will we have enough money to live on in retirement? We have Marshall Clay back from the Welch Group this week, and you say we should really focus more on timing than the money that we're saving.
I always tell folks to save early and save often, and I've got a couple of scenarios that hopefully we can put up on the screen, and it just kind of highlights the power of this dynamic. And so if you start saving $2,500 a year at age 25 at a 6% internal rate of return. That's a very reasonable average rate of return to achieve. By the time you're 65, that can leave you with around $388,000. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So let's assume that in contrast to that, instead of starting early, you say, you know, I'm gonna let the good times roll until I'm age 50, have a great time. I'm gonna spend every dime that I make. But at 50, I'm gonna start saving $10,000 a year. So think about it. It's 4 times the savings, but you waited to start until age 50. So if you do that, $10,000 per year with a 6% internal rate of return, at age 65, you have $234,000. So $388,000 starting slow and steady at 25 versus $234,000. And unfortunately, like, there's a lot of folks that think this way. They say, hey, look, you know, life's getting in the way. I've got all these kids and we're taking trips and we're doing all this stuff. And look, I understand that. I think everybody kind of falls victim to this. Yeah. But I think that the key, though, is if you wait too long, life has a way of catching up with you. And what happens is you end up getting to 50 and you're not even able to save the $10,000. And so then you get in this vicious cycle where you're having to work beyond 65 and you're not reaching those retirement goals that you want. So there's a couple of keys here. The first is live beneath your means. You know, regardless of how much money you're making, and this is the hardest thing, you've got to sort of separate at least a small amount of money, set it aside early on in your life, develop those really good habits. The other thing is take that extra money that you have and save and invest it is the most important thing. Take advantage of those company 401k matches. Take advantage of the tax deductibility of those 401k contributions. Those will pay huge dividends longer term. And I talk to my clients all the time about money is really not going to make you happy, but all it's going to do is give you options, okay?
Right.
And then it's up to you to kind of do with it what you will in your life. But I think it's important for folks to start early because it gives you more optionality. Whereas if you don't have anything saved and you're at 50, it's like there's a lot of pressure on you to save a lot of money very quickly.
Yes, critical to start saving early. That definitely puts it in perspective.
That's right.
Marshall, we appreciate you. And for more ways to protect and save your money, tune in each Tuesday here on 48 News at 4.